टेक्स्ट 9 डिविनिटी एंड डिवाइन सर्विसेज, हम लोग ये चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं. टुडे वी आर ऑन टेक्स्ट नंबर 9. So yesterday we discussed about ki any activity that does not provoke or create an impetus to hear about the Krishna Katha, the message of Godhead, we should leave those activities, है ना. हमें उन कार्यों को छोड़ देना चाहिए, वैसे कार्य नहीं करने चाहिए जो हमें वैसे इम्पेटस नहीं क्रिएट करता है भगवान के मैसेज को सुनने के लिए. दैट इज सिंपली श्रमाई वही केवलम, सिंपली यूजलेस वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. सो टुडे विल सी व्हाट इज नेक्स्ट. सो ही सेज धर्मस्य हि पवर्गस्य नार्थो रथ्यापकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मकैतनस्य कामोलभ्याय हि स्मृतः. धर्मस्य हि पवर्गस्य नार्थो रथ्यायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मकैतनस्य कामोलभ्याय हि स्मृतः. धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थोऽर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मकेन्द्रस्य कामोलभ्याय हि स्मृतः. Yes, Prabhuji, can recite the shloka.
अपवर्ग्यस्य नार्थो अर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मैकान्तस्य कामोलभ्यः हि स्मृतः.
Okay, next Mataji's.
धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थो तथायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मिकान्तस्य कामोलभ्यः हि स्मृतः.
Next. Yes, Meenal, go ahead.
धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्थोरथ्योपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मकान्तस्य कामोलभ्याय हि स्मृतः.
Okay, word to word meaning. Dharmasya, occupational engagement. He, certainly. Aparvagasya, ultimate liberation. Na, not. Artha, and. Arthaya, for material gain. Upakalpate is meant for. Na, neither. Arthasya, of material gain. Dharma eka antasya, for one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service. Kamaha, sense gratification. Labhaya, attainment of. He, exactly. Smritaha is described by the great sages. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in the ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. अभी ये क्या बोला गया है? All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. मतलब हमारे जो भी occupational duties हैं, ये engagement है, वो किस लिए होनी चाहिए? जो हमें ultimately liberation की तरफ लेके जाए. Ultimately it takes us to our life goal. What is our goal of life? To go back home, back to Godhead, to cut out the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. So यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. So that means कि हमारे जो जितने भी कार्य हैं वो किसके लिए होने चाहिए? They should be in this direction only. ठीक है? In the direction of that will be getting us, helping us to get out of the entanglement of material entanglement. ठीक है? The next point is mentioned. They should never be performed for material gain. मतलब सिंपल सी बात है. कल भी क्या बोला था कि ऐसी कोई कार्य मत करो जहां पे आपको इंपॉर्टेंस ही ना है भगवान के मैसेज को सुनने के लिए. ठीक है? सिंपली दैट मींस आवर होल एक्टिविटी शुड बी कृष्णा कॉन्शियस इन शॉर्ट टर्म्स इफ वी सी. ठीक है? अगर उसका शॉर्टकट देखा जाए तो क्या इसेंस क्या आता है कि हमें जो भी कार्य है वो भगवान के लिए करने चाहिए. तभी तो भगवान के प्रति सुनने का जागृता आएगी ना. नहीं तो कहां से रुचि आएगी? वी विल नॉट गेट द रुचि टू हियर अबाउट द मैसेज ऑफ गॉडहेड. अब यहाँ बोले कि कोई भी कार्य है दू शुड नेवर बी परफॉर्म टू मटेरियल गेन. मतलब कोई भी कार्य वट एवर द ड्यूटीज वी शुड डू मटेरियल गेन इन द सेंस कि मीन्स अगर हमें कुछ मटेरियल गेन मिल भी रहा है सो वी शुड यूज दैट इन कृष्णा सर्विस. लाइक वी आर वर्किंग आउट, वी आर डूइंग द जॉब्स. ठीक है? वहां से जो अर्निंग आ रही है, जो जॉब है वो तो किसी कर्मी के अंडर कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग. वी आर नॉट डूइंग एनी स्पिरिचुअल एक्टिविटी देयर. वट एवर लाइक आई मेक साइट्स. ठीक है? अब मैं साइट्स डिजाइन करती हूँ तो वो साइट्स डिवोटीज की तो नहीं है ना. There are some karmi people, and I don't know how they are going to use these sites, you know. So we are designing for them. See, this is karmi activity, na. This is not something spiritual. But the thing is, अगर मुझे इस कर्म से बाहर निकलना है, तो I should use these fruits for Krishna service. Then I will be free from this karmic reaction. At least somewhere I can mitigate this thing कि यार मेरा कुछ कार्मिक एक्टिविटी हुआ है, बट उसका जो रिजल्ट है भगवान की सेवा में लगाया है, तो वो मिटिगेट होता है कहीं ना कहीं. So that is means, so they should never be performed a material gain. If I say this is my occupational duty to work, to perform some job, मुझे कुछ जॉब करना है, तो that result should be used in Krishna service. वो मुझे material gain के लिए नहीं करना चाहिए. I should be working in that consciousness कि whatever earning I am having, I can use it in Krishna service, maybe for preaching purpose or whatever way I can. So I should use it that way. ठीक है? So it says, so in that way my job is also becoming Krishna conscious, na? So that way my job will also become, that my occupational duty will become Krishna conscious. So like that way, whatever prime occupational duty is to serve Krishna. But उसके अलावा भी हम लोग, जैसे क्योंकि बॉडीली प्लेटफॉर्म पे परमानेंस तो है नहीं, तो हम लोग सोचते हैं मेरे और भी कर्तव्य हैं, जैसे being a parent, being a teacher, being a daughter, being a mother, father, whatever it is, being a friend, being a human society, नागरिक हैं हम देश के, तो कुछ करना है देश के लिए. So try to do it in such a way that will be spiritualized. ठीक है? So then it further says, furthermore, according to sages, one who is engaged in ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. अब सेजिस के अकॉर्डिंग क्या है, तो जो लोग तो टोटली ऑक्यूपेशनल सर्विस में लगे हैं, मींस रेंडरिंग सर्विस टू द लॉर्ड, शुड नेवर यूज मटेरियल गेन टू कल्टीवेट. हो गया? जस्ट होल्ड ऑन, आई हैव समथिंग ऑन द गैस, आई नीड टू लुक इट अप. Yeah, so according to sages, one who is engaged in ultimate occupational service should never use material gain to cultivate sense gratification. इसका मतलब ये है कि अब जैसे जो भक्तगण हैं, ठीक है, जब भगवान की सेवा में लगते हैं, तो उनको चैरिटी भी आता है ना, लोग उनको दान देते हैं, कुछ सुविधा प्रोवाइड करते हैं कि ठीक है आप हमारे घर में ये कमरा आप यूज कर लीजिए, हम आपके लिए like we'll make arrangement for your classes or like that. So people started coming and they started up giving you some donations कि नो प्रभु जी मातेरी आप बहुत अच्छा प्रचार सेवा कर रहे हैं और आपको कोई बाहर से कोई इनकम नहीं है, तो let us support you in certain way. So they started giving you some monetary gain or maybe कुछ राशन पानी देना शुरू किया. अब उस चीज को जो संत होता है उसको अपने लिए इस्तेमाल नहीं करना, अपने इंद्र तृप्ति के लिए. अंडरस्टैंडिंग इफ वी डू दैट वे ना, सो विल गो टू हेल. सो क्या होता है, तो अगर आपको कोई डिवोटी समझ के आपको कुछ डोनेशन मिलता है या कोई आपको हेल्प करता है, तो उसको आप अपनी इंद्र तृप्ति के लिए इस्तेमाल मत करना. यू यूज इट इन प्रॉपर कृष्णा कॉन्शियस वे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू स्टार्टेड अ प्रीचिंग, यू नो, तो कोई आपको डोनेशन देता है, माता जी यू आर डूइंग, आप अच्छे से कर रहे हो, पुस्तक वितरण कर रहे हो या प्रीचिंग कर रहे हो, तो आप ये डोनेशन मेरी तरफ से रख लो क्योंकि मैं इतनी सेवा नहीं कर पाता, तो आप यूज कर लेना. सो यूज, अब ये नहीं सोचना अरे वाह मेरे को पास तो पैसे आ गए, चलो मैं फोन का बिल भर दूंगा, ये हो जाएगा ना, वैसा नहीं करना है हमें. उसको क्या करना है, प्रॉपरली यू गेट मोर बुक्स और मे बी यू यूज इट फॉर प्रसादम और prasadam distribution, or maybe like for books you can donate or give to people for preaching purpose, you can use that money. और अगर आपको भी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है, तो आप मंदिर में दे दीजिए ताकि मंदिर में उसको अच्छे से सेवा हो सके, उसकी अच्छे से इस्तेमाल उसको किया जा सके. ठीक है? सो दिस पॉइंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो प्लीज मेक नोट ऑफ दिस कि whenever we engage in some ultimate occupational service, when we are totally dedicated in devotional aspect, so people start giving us sudden like donations because they see we are genuine people. तो आप अच्छे से सेवा कर रहे हैं, पूजा कर रहे हैं या भक्ति कर रहे हैं, तो they started supporting us in certain ways. मगर उस लक्ष्मी को हमें भगवान की सेवा में ही यूज करना है. It says that Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj used to say, he says whenever the Lakshmi comes, use that in Krishna service, otherwise it will take a form of a Durga and will destroy you. Shall I repeat the statement? Did you all got it, or shall I repeat the statement again? Haribol. I said Maharaj used to say कि whenever you get the Lakshmi, immediately use that in Krishna's service, otherwise it will take a form of a Durga and will destroy you. Durga means it will take a form of Maya and will destroy you, and you will use that Lakshmi in material gain and it will destroy you. So whatever you acquire something because of your occupational services, as you are doing services to Lord, something comes, so use that properly in Krishna's service, not used in what for your, and ultimately Lakshmi belongs to Narayan, na? So we should use that in the service of Narayana. Otherwise, if we try to enjoy at our own, then we are like the Ravanas who are using the Sita, you know, kidnapping the Sita. And then what will happen? Then Ram will come and will destroy us. So use it in properly in the service of Lord. ठीक है, तो कभी आपको कभी डोनेशन भी आती है, वट एवर द मीन्स यू गेट, पीपल सपोर्ट यू, so use it properly in the service of Lord and pray for those people who helps you. Like I remember one incident, Vashishika Prabhu used to, he shared that while on book distribution, तो क्या होता है बाहर, when we go for book distribution we ask generally for some donations, है ना. So he was telling one incident he was sharing, he was Prabhuji was telling that एक बार वो पुस्तक वितरण कर रहे थे, तो there was a one person guy was there, so he was showing him some books कि Prabhuji कहते कि you see, and the person was interested to take the books, but then Prabhuji asked for some donation. He says I don't have anything to give about. He just literally he opened up his pocket and showed that he have no money, but he wanted to read the book. He was very curious to read the book, and actually he was smoking the cigarette also. So then Prabhuji says, okay, if anything you feel कि तुम्हारी possession है, तुम कुछ देना चाहो, you can give me anything, whatever you have. He said, I just have this lighter. So what should I do? Prabhuji says, okay, you give me this lighter. And what the Prabhu will use with उस lighter के साथ क्या करेंगे वो? What he did, he accepted that lighter, he gave that book to Prabhu, and what he did, he cleans up the lighter properly with the archmans and everything, and every day he used it lighter in altar service, means to lit up the lamp, to lit up the incense sticks, and pray to Lord that this lighter is a small service from some person. He has given to offer this lamp to you, so please have some mercy. See how beneficial it is. Who would have imagined कि किसी को कोई lighter भी इस तरह से इस्तेमाल होगा? That is directly in the devotional service. So whatever one can give, no matter, we have to have the intelligence to use it in Krishna service. We should pray on their behalf so that these people will get the sukriti and will engage in devotional service. उसकी तो सेवा होगी ना, उसकी वजह से भगवान के लिए दिया जल रहा है या इंसेंस स्टिक ऑफर हो रहा है every day, not in a single day, every day. Such a wonderful service one has done. So like that, the devotional account is open for him every day. जब भी वो दिया जलता होगा उस lighter से, he would have get the benefit, isn't it? So that's how we should be. Like the devotees should be intelligent enough to whatever the things they get, they should be properly used in Krishna service. Yes, Asta Mataji, you have raised your hand.
Mataji, it could be done only by Vaishnava.
Yeah.
A great Vaishnava, yes, literally. Like how, matlab, this humility always melt my heart, you know. Like it could be only like who can think like serving a lighter for Krishna service and like the
Even
light is
I
in
heard this,
Karana,
ये
right?
जो मैंने past time था जो प्रभु जी ने ही shared, I heard this I think few years back, मतलब 3-4 साल पहले का सुना हुआ है, but it still remains in my mind because whenever I go for book distribution, so I also try to do in certain way, similar thing I try to follow up कि अगर किसी के पास लक्ष्मी नहीं है, so I try to get something from them, whatever they are able to offer it and they are able to give. I give offer to Lord and pray to Lord that this is a service from this person, please accept it, so that this person will get the devotional service. So like that way. So तभी कहते हैं ना कि when we see our seniors how they are doing the practicing the devotional service, how they are acting, that's how we learn from them. So we should try to learn from our seniors devotees and try to hear their experiences how they are doing, क्योंकि हमारी खुद की बुद्धि इतनी नहीं है ना, मगर when we see the devotees how they are doing, how they are acting, so that we can learn. So that's how I learned from this thing from him regarding, because I too was so involved in book distribution. So this is kind of a thing for me to help that how to deal with the people. So that's really an amazing pastime. So like that way, so whatever material gain one gets, we should use that in, not for our incense gratification, but try to engage that whatever we get, try to engage in Krishna service and pray for those people who has helped you and given you certain things. Okay. I remember one more pastime, Mataji. ये तो like my spiritual mother, like my Guru Mataji, what had happened, we are in Vrindavan and by her mercy I got the service to get the garlands for all the 3 altars and Srila Prabhupada. मतलब तीनों जो हमारे altar हैं, गौर निताई, कृष्ण बलराम and राधे श्याम सुंदर and Srila Prabhupada. तो उनके लिए I used to bring the garlands every day and I used to give that to Guru Mataji, and then through her it was offered to राधा श्याम सुंदर, कृष्ण बलराम, गौर निताई and Srila Prabhupada, वो खुद अपने हाथों से, either Gurudev will offer or either Guru Mataji will offer. So like, because when the pure devotee will offer, so it's like you get the mercy. So every day I used to do that service and it takes Lakshmi, because you getting garlands is not that easy, and I was student at that time, I was not working. मेरा जॉब नहीं था, आई वाज स्टूडेंट एट दैट टाइम एंड बट आई यूज्ड टू आई बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू डू सम सर्विस so I was doing in certain way and she is also accepting and then she says ki it was burden on one person to do this service, so let us divide this opportunity so that everybody will get the opportunity and do that thing, but nobody knows from where to get the good garlands. So गुरु माता जी ने डिवोटीज को बोला कि जो भी ऐसा ये सेवा करना चाहता है so they should give the Lakshmi to Nandapriya and she will get the garlands and on their behalf it will be happening. And one day what had happened, some devotee gave me Lakshmi in the evening time and I got the garlands and then I next day early morning I got the garlands और वो garlands मैंने गुरु माता जी को दे दिए because I need to give that before I think दर्शन आरती से पहले मुझे वो garlands देने होते थे, तो then I gave to गुरु माता जी and she make the offering and everything. फिर जब हमारा भागवतम क्लास होता था 8 बजे, then I told her कि this was today it was given by this and this Prabhu or माता जी, तो उन्होंने दिया. Then she chastised me a lot. Why she chastised me? She said, why didn't you told me before? Because she might have prayed on my behalf then, isn't it? क्योंकि जिसने पैसे दिए थे उसके behalf पे prayer नहीं हुई ना. She might have told that, oh, this is from this girl, so please accept it. अगर उनका नाम मैंने बताया होता तो it would have been offered in that way. So then I again took a lesson. वो intentionally I didn't did it, but it just out of my mind. तभी कहते हैं ना कि when we do the services, we should pay attention to every detail. And then I learned, no. It should be like जो भी सेवा जिसके behalf पे भी है, we should उसी के behalf पे we should do the things and we should pray for them. So like that way. So then I learned that lesson that day. So तभी मैं कहती because devotees can do some prayers for you and accept the service and do the service to Krishna. So this is a small learning from there. It just came to my mind, so I shared with all of you. I'm sorry I took a time. So okay, we'll move on. So is it fine, Astha Matish? That's how the devotees are expert enough to engage us in Krishna service. We don't know हमारे बिना जाने भी वो हमें सेवा में लगा सकते हैं, तो हमें नहीं पता चलता है. So we should try to do so. Whatever material gain you get, if you don't know how to use it, give it to devotees. So on your behalf, they will do it nicely. Okay. Okay, we'll go through the purport. We have already discussed that pure devotional service to the Lord is automatically followed by perfect knowledge and detachment from material existence. क्या बोला है कि डिवोशनल सर्विस इज ऑटोमेटिकली फॉलोड बाय परफेक्ट नॉलेज एंड डिटैचमेंट फ्रॉम मटेरियल एक्जिस्टेंस. ये हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था श्लोका कि जब हम लोग सेवा में लगते हैं तो ऑटोमेटिकली वी गेट द ऑल नॉलेज, रिक्वायर्ड नॉलेज एंड वी गेट द डिटैचमेंट फ्रॉम मटेरियल थिंग्स. हमें हमारी जो आसक्ति है, विरक्ति हो जाती है भौतिक जगत से, ऑटोमेटिकली जो अटैचमेंट है वो खत्म हो जाती हैं. Because when we more engage in devotional service, more the knowledge and the realizations comes and automatically detachment also comes. ठीक है. So but there are others who consider that all kinds of different occupational engagements including those of religion are meant for material gain. अब कई लोग हैं वो लोग सोचते हैं कि जो सेवा भी करते हैं तो वो monetary gain के लिए होना चाहिए, should get some benefit. Just told them I need some water. So people think in that way, you know. So कि religion practices भी किसके लिए होनी चाहिए? To get some material gains. If they thought that it is also meant for material gain. The general tendency of an ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain some material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. क्या बोला? The general tendency of any ordinary man in any part of the world is to gain some material profit in exchange for religious or any other occupational service. कि क्या होता है हमारा, क्योंकि by default nature ये है ना कि something should profit, कुछ तो प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए, समथिंग. और प्रॉफिट बिकॉज हम कंडीशन हैं तो हम लोग प्रॉफिट भी मटेरियल वे में देखते हैं. वी डोंट सी इन अ स्पिरिचुअल प्लेटफॉर्म. सो इवन द रिलीजियस थिंग इज लाइक आई डू समथिंग, आई गेट समथिंग, यू नो. सो जैसे डेमीगॉड वर्शिप होता है तो जनरली क्यों जाते हैं लोग डेमीगॉड्स के पास? बिकॉज वहां से जल्दी चीजें पूरी मिल जाती हैं हमें ना. सो वी विल कंसिडर इन दैट वे. ठीक है. Even in the Vedic literature, for all sorts of religious performance, an allurement of material gain is offered, and most people are attracted by such allurement or blessings of religiosity. अब जैसे कर्म कांड सेक्शन आता है शास्त्रों में, उसमें बोला जाता है आप ये यज्ञ करोगे तो आपको ये मिलेगा, रासुया यज्ञ, अश्वमेधा यज्ञ, so many yajnas are there, you will get, you know. So आपको कुछ बेनिफिट मिलेगा. So people are after the benefits. I remember ऊपर ही पड़ा हूँ, ये वाली खड़ी नहीं है, इधर ही पड़ा ग्रीन वाला डब्बा. ग्रीन वाला मतलब पैकेट टाइप है, सामने ही. So what happened? So because yeah, So because material gain can enable one to full, oh sorry, I just yeah, अब मैं ये बता रही थी मैं कि material allurements के लिए जाते हैं. जैसे I remember once Yudhishthir Maharaj was performing Ashwamedha Yagya, and शायद मैंने ये स्टोरी सुनाई हो, बट लेट मी, आई डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू द फुल डिटेल ऑफ स्टोरी, बट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग अ लिटिल बिट कि उस यज्ञ में ये होता था, अश्वमेध यज्ञ में, कि आप जैसे जब यज्ञ करते हो तो आपके राज्य में हर व्यक्ति संतुष्ट होना चाहिए. अगर कोई भी एक व्यक्ति संतुष्ट नहीं होगा तो इसका मतलब आपका जो यज्ञ है वो पूर्ण नहीं माना जाता है. तो एक बहुत बड़ा बेल था राज्य में, जब भी वो यज्ञ पूरा होता तो बेल मतलब इफ इट इज रिंगिंग तो दैट मीन्स योर यज्ञ इज कंप्लीट, you are like it is fully done properly. So what had happened, Yudhishthira Maharaj did everything but the bell didn't ring, and they were like looking कि कौन असंतुष्ट रह गया है पूरे राज्य में. तो सभी भाई चले गए बाहर पूछने, हर किसी व्यक्ति को पूछ रहे आपने प्रसाद लिया, आप संतुष्ट हो नहीं हो. So they were asking everyone, and then finally they went out to a forest nearby to their kingdom, and वहां पे एक सेंट थे, उनको पूछा कि क्या आपने प्रसाद लिया. तो he said no, I didn't came for prasadam, I'm fine. तो इसे नो प्लीज कम एंड ऑनर सम प्रसादम, नहीं तो हमारा जो यज्ञ है ये पूर्ण नहीं होगा. तो मतलब इट डजंट कंसिडर्ड एज, तो ये पूरा नहीं माना जाएगा, तो प्लीज कम एंड ऑनर द प्रसादम. ही सेज नो, आई डोंट वांट टू कम. व्हाई आई डोंट वांट टू कम? You have to promise me that you will be giving the fruits of 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ to me. मैं तब आऊंगा प्रसाद लेने के लिए जब मुझे आप 100 अश्वमेध यज्ञ का जो फल मिलेगा वो आप मुझे दोगे, देन आई विल कम. एंड द ब्रदर वाज सेइंग अभी तो एक पहला ही नहीं पूरा हो रहा, 100 का कहां से देंगे. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू द स्टोरी व्हाट वाज द स्टोरी आफ्टर दैट, बट द थिंग इज इवन द सेल्स आर देयर आफ्टर कि जो आपके यज्ञ का फल है वो हमें मिले, like 100% result we wanted, you know. Like that way, so people are after the material gains, you know, people are after this yagyas. And in the karma kanda section it is mentioned in the literatures, in the scriptures, कि अगर आप कुछ कार्य करते हो तो आपको ऐसा फल मिलेगा, ये मिलेगा, वो मिलेगा. People get allured by all those things, you know, मगर devotees को ऐसा allure होने की जरूरत नहीं है, because we are getting more than that. It says, so because material gain can enable one to fulfill material desires, which in turn satisfies sense gratification. अब भौतिक gain के लिए why people run after? Because it's somewhere it satisfies our desires, and sense gratification is there, ना, क्योंकि इंद्र तृप्ति होती है इससे, तो that's why people are after material gain. ये इंद्र तृप्ति का पॉइंट हट जाए ना, then everything is fine. When we are after the satisfaction of Krishna, everything is fine. But the only thing is we are still into I, me and mine. So this cycle of occupational engagements includes so-called religiosity followed by material gain, and material gain followed by fulfillment of desires. तो ये जो so-called occupational duties हमारी होती हैं, it is generally unless we are engaged in ultimate occupational devotion service. Ultimate occupational devotional service क्या है हमारी? भगवान की सेवा करना है ना. तो जब तक हम वहां पे नहीं लगते हैं तो जो भी occupational engagement हमारी होती है उसका क्या मतलब है? Something I am getting. ठीक है, something should be for my material gain, for my fulfillment of desire. So like that way, sense gratification is the general way for all sorts of fully occupied man. But in the statement of Suta Goswami, as per the verdict of Srimad Bhagavatam, this is nullified by the present shloka. क्या बोला है? Sense gratification is the general way for all sorts of fully occupied man. But in statement Suta Goswami, as per the verdict of Srimad Bhagavatam, this is nullified by present shloka. क्या लिखा है? One should not engage himself in any sort of occupational service for material gain only, nor should material gain be utilized for sense gratification. कि जो भी है, अब ये सूत गोस्वामी ने इस चीज को नलिफाई किया कि भाई religious activities are not meant for material gain. They are meant for the satisfaction of Supreme Person. You know, he says, so whatever, even because of occupational services, you are getting some material gain, that should be immediately used for devotional activities, not for one's personal sanctification. How material gain should be utilized is described as follow. अब ये material gain को कैसे हम use कर सकते हैं वो हम कल पढ़ेंगे कि how we can use that material gain. So we have lot of time today, I think, or maybe we can go to the next shloka. But let me hear from all of you right now if something is there. So I would like to hear from all of you. Yes. So anybody having any questions, comments, or realization regarding this verse? Because we should not try to finish a Bhagavatam. We should try to relish and try to observe each and every point. अगर दिन का एक lesson भी लेते हैं and we try to implement, that help us a lot rather than just go on reading. So we have a lot of time. So I wanted to hear from all of you also, those who are present today. So please do share up something or anything that strikes you, or some understanding or any questions or queries. So please go ahead. Don't let me take your names. Please voluntarily come up. One should not shy to speak about Krishna, but one should be very eager to speak about Krishna. Yes, Asta Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Please be little loud, huh?
या हरे कृष्ण माता जी ऐसे बोल नहीं रहे थे कि मतलब
Asta,
कि
be
जब
little
भी
loud. Keep your mic little in close to you, because
माता जी
laptop का
बहुत
ना
close है
इतना
हमारे।
नहीं रहता. I won't able to make it out sometime.
मैं कह रही थी कि जैसे
Yeah.
बोल रहे हैं ना कि वॉट एवर लक्ष्मी वी गॉट वी हैव टू engage in a devotional activity of service, right? So मेरे दिमाग में ना ये confusion भी आ जाती है कभी कभी कि जैसे लक्ष्मी है तो like if I'm using for university purpose, so like like ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए ना कि material, क्योंकि like I'm doing university by thinking like that I'm doing everything for Krishna, and if I'm studying also I'm studying for Krishna. So if someone engages like for university purpose or else like occupational purpose, then what is it
I
fine or
didn't
not?
understood,
Like
Asta. Please make it out more clear to me.
मतलब लाइक एग्जाम्पल के लिए लीजिए, लक्ष्मी हमें मिली और जैसे हमें अभी जैसे अभी जो कर रही स्टूडेंट्स का ड्यूटी कर रही हूँ अभी जैसे लाइक सो आई एम ट्राइंग लाइक फिर मैंने कुछ लक्ष्मी को यूनिवर्सिटी वर्क लाइक फॉर बुक्स लाइक थिंग्स इफ आई
Okay,
एम
okay,
यूजिंग
I got it. I got it. Means you are teaching
या
something and you got the Lakshmi and you used it in your university admission or for books, isn't it?
yeah, so I'm just what I'm telling now is, and I'm doing like I have had that intention that I'm doing even in university work for Krishna, like so if I'm using in that purpose, is it fine or not? Like I always have this confusion always.
No, it's fine. As far as you are utilizing your consciousness is on Krishna, it is fine. But
Yeah,
if your consciousness goes, yeah, oh, मेरा तो खर्चा निकल गया, ऐसा हो गया, no, then it's a different scenario, you know. But
कभी
obviously,
कभी
this
आती
education
भी है
will help
मदद
you as you are into fine arts. So it will help you to in future. I see you have a very bright future in your artistic things. You are properly utilizing that in Krishna service. So with this teaching, the learning you are getting, that will help you to have more improvement in your service. So it's good, Mataji. It's fine.
Thank you Mataji. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
it's fine. Yes, Parth Pratim, you said you are next. See, anything,
Uh,
maybe it seems like material teachings we are learning, but if it helps you to improve your service, devotional service to Krishna, that is fine, Mataji. So we can use our Lakshmi in that way. Okay. Yes, Parth Pratim.
the आवाज पूरा clear?
Yeah, you are audible to me.
हाँ जी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जैसे अभी अभी मैं जिस पोजीशन में हूँ अभी मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा बहुत जितना भी नॉलेज है तो इसके हिसाब से तो मैं जैसे कि भगवान सुप्रीम है कृष्णा को जो पूजा करते हैं, लेकिन कभी कभी क्या होता है कि जो डेमिगॉड्स के डिटीज भी हैं जो अगल बगल में हैं, तो मुझे थोड़ा सा इनसिक्योरिटी कभी कभी हो जाता है कि क्या पता वो बुरा तो नहीं मान जाएंगे या ऐसा, मतलब है ना। तो मैं कम्प्लीटली इग्नोर तो नहीं करता, लेकिन मैं भगवान को भूख लगाता हूँ तो उनको थोड़ा सा ऐसा नहीं करता, मतलब अलग से कुछ नहीं करता। तो कभी कभी मन में फीलिंग आता है कि यार, और कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ हादसा हो जाता है तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि यार पता नहीं कुछ दोष हो गया होगा, ऐसा ऐसा कभी कभी लगता है। तो इस इनसिक्योरिटी को कैसे दूर किया जाए?
Parth, it is just a lack of faith on Krishna consciousness or not understanding the principle correctly. As Krishna has said, that it's like worshipping Krishna means watering the root, है ना? आपका डर ये पता है किस तरह से है? Your fear is like that कि I'm feeding my belly, but what about my hand? What about my ear? What about my eye? इनको नहीं खिलाया तो बुरा तो नहीं मान जाएंगे। आज आंख फड़क रही थी मेरी, लगता है मैंने इसको खिलाया नहीं तो शायद इसीलिए हो रहा है ऐसा। नो नो, दिस इज नॉट प्रॉपर। सी, यू फीड योर बेली, आप पेट में खाना डालोगे तो आपके पूरे बॉडी पार्ट्स नरिश हो जाएंगे ना। एंड मोर ओवर जो डेमिगॉड्स हैं, दे आर सर्वेंट्स ऑफ कृष्णा एंड दे आर वेरी हैप्पी व्हेन वी एंगेज नाइसली इन द सर्विस ऑफ कृष्णा। जब भगवान कृष्ण की सेवा करते हैं तो ये लोग बहुत प्लीज होते हैं एंड वी शुड ऑफर रिस्पेक्ट टू देम। ऑब्वियसली आपको एक्स्ट्रा कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। व्हेन यू नाइसली वर्शिप कृष्णा, दे आर वेरी प्लीज्ड, दे आर वेरी प्लीज्ड, दे विल बी प्लीज्ड एक्चुअली। वो बहुत खुश होते हैं जब हम भगवान की सेवा करते हैं। सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट इग्नोरिंग देम। इवन इफ यू पास बाय देयर टेम्पल, So just from outside, if you're not able to go inside, just pray from outside. Hare Krishna, say Hare Krishna to them. They are highly elevated jivas, so हमसे advanced jivas हैं, तो just say Hare Krishna to them. Or might you can pray कि you are very nicely engaged in the service of Krishna. So let me also have that mood that I can also engage nicely in the Krishna service. कि आप भगवान के सेवक हैं, अच्छे से सेवा कर रहे हैं, अपना डिपार्टमेंट संभाल रखा है, तो मुझ में भी कृपा कीजिए कि मैं भी भगवान की सेवा अच्छे से कर पाऊँ. So it's nothing the offense toward them. Be respectful to them because they are servants of Krishna, you know, and they are highly elevated jiva than us, so we should be respectful towards them. And rest, if you have that fear कि नहीं मुझे उनको अलग से worship करना चाहिए, that is not mentioned in the scriptures. As far as Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita also, and the Bhagavatam also, ekala Krishna, ekala kale pamso, and that was, I forgot about, I forgot the shloka right now, it's not coming to my mind. Kala pumsa, Ekala, Krishna Bhagwan, Ishvara, or some Bhartaya. Means all others are demigods. Like that, some shloka is there. It's not just coming to my mind right now. But according to that shloka, the demigods are also dependent on Krishna. And the demigods are dependent upon Vaishnava. Vaishnava palitehe devganaha. You know, this is in the which Purana it is. I don't remember which Purana it is. But it is mentioned that Vaishnava, they are taking, means because the Vaishnavas are there, that's why the demigods are there. You know, because of the Vaishnavas, demigods are there. That's why because they seek the association of Vaishnavas. Because you know, जब क्योंकि वैष्णव भजन करते हैं, भगवान का कीर्तन करते हैं, तो इसलिए वो earthly planet पे क्यों आते हैं? Because they wanted to take the association of devotees. So they are Vaishnava palita devgana. It's because of Vaishnavas, demigods are there. So demigods are also dependent upon Vaishnavas. So you become a pure and good Vaishnava, they are very pleased and they will bless you more. You will feel their presence. And something bad happens to you, so it's because of your karma or karmic activity must be there. You know, so don't shake your faith. Have your strong faith on Krishna. To worship him. Don't disrespect demigods. I don't say we should disrespect them. No, we should not disrespect them. ठीक है, ओके. जैसे आपने लिखा है, इज इट ओके नॉट टू गिव मिल्क टू शिवलिंगा ऑन मंडेज, नॉट फॉर एनी बेनिफिट बट एज अ सर्विस ऑल्सो, और गिव सिंदूर टू हनुमान जी. प्रॉब्लम इज जल्दी से आदत जाती नहीं है. You are doing it, you can do it. I don't stop you. I am no one to stop you. You want to do that thing, do that one, but not in a mood that I want to gain something from there. फिर मंडे को ही क्यों है? Why don't you worship every day? I remember when I started up Krishna consciousness initial days ना, तो ये अभी तो घर यहाँ पे है. We were in the old house, so हमारा जो पुराना वाला घर है, तो हमारे घर के सामने लॉर्ड शिवा का टेम्पल था एंड फ्लावर्स वहीं पे होते थे. सो एवरी मॉर्निंग 4 o'clock आई हैव टेकन द बाथ. तो मुझे सुबह 4 बजे आई यूज टू गेट द फ्रेश वाटर. ठीक है, मैं ताज़ा पानी भर के लाती थी. एंड देन आई यूज टू गो टू लॉर्ड शिवास टेम्पल. आई यूज टू लाइक उनको पानी चढ़ाना. ठीक है, उन टेम्पल से फूल लेना, उनको फूल ऑफर करना. एंड देन आई यूज टू टेक दैट फ्रेश वाटर and the flowers, and then I go to my altar and do the Krishna worship and Sansara Davanal. So पहले मैं उधर worship करती थी because by chance I'm going there. So why not I should worship him because he's the greatest Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. तो ये मंडे को ही क्यों? Why then? If you're doing it, then do it every day. If it is there, so you can do it every day. But आप रोज भी कर सकते हो, मगर चेतना ये रखो कि he is the greatest Vaishnava. And I remember I used to pray to Lord Shiva literally कि you are the greatest Vaishnava. Let me also become a Vaishnavi. So like that I used to pray to him. So like that way you can pray. It's nothing wrong to go them and worship them, but जरूरत नहीं है. But if you are going to nothing wrong, कोई बड़ा अपराध भी नहीं है. ठीक है? So even if you are doing so, it's not a big offense. मगर कृष्णा पे फेथ रखना बहुत जरूरी है. यदि आप फेथ नहीं रखोगे कि नहीं अगर कुछ गलत हो रहा है, नहीं देवी देवताओं को अपराध कर दिया, नहीं, that might be offense towards something your karmas or you have done. Always have consciousness should be clear that Krishna is the supreme person. उसमें अगर थोड़ी गड़बड़ हो रही है ना, फिर आपका गड़बड़ हो जाएगा ये सब. So always have that fear that Krishna is the supreme. Okay, and otherwise you want to worship the demigods, it's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. Even I have done it, so it's all fine. माता जी आप बचपन से not बचपन से नहीं, I was like yeah, I actually my family is like quite very pious. My mother, because she was into the Devi worship or Lord Shiva's worship. तो वो शायद संस्कार उनसे हैं सुबह जल्दी उठने के. 4 तो नहीं, ये 4 भी तब बता रही हूँ कि जब मैं इनिशियली अभी नई नई भक्ति से जुड़ी थी, तो आई यूज्ड टू गेट अप वेरी अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. और टेम्पल पास में था तो आई यूज्ड टू गो एवरी डे देयर. तो ऐसी बात नहीं है, मैं रोज ही जाया करती थी वहां पे. सो देयर आर सर्टेन हैबिट्स. या आई हैड सर्टेन हैबिट्स. दिस पायसनेस इज बिकॉज ऑफ माय पेरेंट्स, सो आई एम ग्रेटफुल टू देम दैट आई हैड सर्टेन nice upbringing, जिसकी वजह से थोड़ा pious atmosphere या pious consciousness है मेरा. So it's because of them, because they have given such atmosphere. So I'm great. Though they might not be practicing Krishna consciousness, but they have given certain values, imbibed certain values in me. So I'm grateful for that thing. Yeah. So it's nothing wrong in worshipping demigods path, but the thing is, keep the consciousness. Krishna is the supreme person. Okay. Okay. Any further things? Anybody having? Yes, Meenal Mataji. आपने आपसे सुनना रह गया अभी. Yes. Please go ahead. What you have to say today?
हरे कृष्णा माता जी।
Hare Krishna.
जैसा एक दिन आपने कहा था कि अगर सोने से पहले अगर हम चैंटिंग करते हैं तो हम नींद में भी चैंटिंग करते हैं।
Yes.
सो आई वाज हैविंग अ रियलाइजेशन। तो आज मतलब मुझे नींद नहीं आ रही थी, मतलब 12 बजे मेरी नींद खुल चुकी थी। तो आई स्टार्टेड चैंटिंग और फिर मैं चैंटिंग करते-करते शायद मुझे नींद आ गई। फिर मैं सपने में भी आस्था के साथ चैंटिंग कर रही थी और
Very
मतलब
good.
ऐसा हुआ कि हम दोनों ने उस दिन 64 राउंड्स किए थे। तो जब
Yeah.
मैं उठी तो मुझे इतना अच्छा लग रहा था।
Very nice, very nice. So it is, that's why it says actually I asked one question to my Guru Maharaj once. I said, as Parikshit Maharaj has the notice of 7 days, you know, उनके पास तो नोटिस था 7 दिन का. ठीक है, खटवंगा महाराज he get the notice कि 1 मिनट है, 1 पल है उनके पास. So like that they got the notice that how much time they have. But for us we don't know the notice, हमें नहीं पता है. And moreover we don't know. और जो रात का मतलब नींद होती है तो it's like unconscious state. हमारी जो नींद होती है वो unconscious state होती है. तो हमें नहीं पता कि क्या सपना कहाँ से क्या बीच में आ जाए, हमें नहीं पता होता. सर्टेन टाइम्स तो वी डोंट इवन थिंक अबाउट द थिंग्स एंड इट इज इन आवर माइंड, है ना. तो कई बार सपने में पता नहीं कुछ अजीब से ही आ जाता है. एंड देन आई गॉट लिटिल स्केयर्ड एक्चुअली एंड आई आस्क्ड हिम कि व्हाट इफ आई डाई इन माय स्लीप एंड माय आई वाज लाइक, क्योंकि स्लीप तो अनकॉन्शियस है, पता नहीं कहाँ-कहाँ विचार होता है, तो क्या करें. तो गुरुदेव सेज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, if you are sincere devotee, Krishna will not put you in such situation where you are not able to remember him. And another thing he said, it's a notice for you that you should get more serious. Because if your mind is all the time, full time in Krishna, constantly in even in the today morning Bhagavad Gita class also Guru Mataji was mentioning that we should remember Krishna constantly, that we should practice to remember Krishna constantly in our mind. So that thing help us to have Krishna conscious dreams. Because ज़्यादा जितना चेतना जिसके पास रहता है, जितना हम सोचते हैं, so that comes automatically in our dreams. So like that way, so we should try to take up this process more seriously, try to engage our mind more into Krishna, so that all the time our thought on Krishna and the sleeps are also Krishna conscious. Okay, Madhaj? So it's very good that you had that thing. So try to make it every day. Why just one day? So try to make your sleep Krishna conscious. Okay? Why everything should be used in Krishna service. So like that way. So yes, anything else?
माता जी मैं बोल रही हूँ कि एक हाथ लाइक नेक्स्ट एकादशी प्लान किया जाए 64.
Yes, why not? This Utthana sorry, now the Ekadashi is a Gita Jayanti.
Yes.
I don't know what is my plan on Gita Jayanti right now, because I was planning to go to some orphanage or maybe some sessions will be there. So I have no idea about it. But yes, we can plan it for 64 and we can have Japa session that day. So we can make it out.
Yes.
So let me see. अभी कुछ दिन है उसके लिए. But be prepared at your own end. अपने mind से तो अरे आप prepare रहिए कि 64 करने हैं. So and rest, let me check it out the plan. How is it? अगर मेरा कहीं outgoing plan नहीं है, distribution या कुछ वैसा, या sessions नहीं होंगे कहीं पे, so definitely we will be doing 64 rounds that day. And actually that day I have planned for reading whole Bhagavad Gita also with all of you. और उसको सिर्फ 2 दिन means that full day we can engage in Krishna service. Is Gita Jayanti day, we all can read together Bhagavad Gita, all 18 chapters together. It will hardly take 2 or 2.5 hours, and then we can chant 64 also. So that we can do. Is it fine, Asta?
Yes,
For
माता
that
जी
I
मैं
need
बहुत दिनों से
my schedule for
ऐसा ना बहुत दिनों से हो रहा है कि मतलब जैसे फिर मुझे
even I
हमेशा
wanted
याद
to
है.
chant 64 every day. I want to chant 64 every day, but somehow it's my laziness that I'm not able to come out to my schedule. But I wanted to chant. Desire to hai, so let's
माता
see
जी मीटिंग
how it can be coming up. So maybe we can start from Ekadashi or maybe from tomorrow. I don't know, but I should try and increase my round.
tomorrow माता जी like not 64 but at least 32 we can
Yes,
do.
at least 32 we should be coming up. वही मैं भी सोच रही थी कि at least not 64, so at least I should come to 32. So that we can do, Mataji. We can plan.
मतलब ये आपके संग के साथ तो हो जाएगा, बाकी मेरे से अकेले नहीं होता.
For that, Mataji, you need to wake up around 2 o'clock to chant with me. Because actually क्या होता है, morning मेरा जो schedule है ना, it's like 4:30 there is Guru Mataji's class भगवद गीता that goes for 4:30 to 6:30. तो अगर फिर 6:30 में मंगला आरती बहुत लेट हो जाता है और मेरे राउंड्स भी मैं उसके बाद नहीं कर सकती क्योंकि मुझे बहुत लेट हो जाता है. Then somehow I need to wind up मंगला and chanting before 4:30. So मतलब by 4:30 I have to finish up. So वो थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाए. अगर 4:30 भी नहीं तो एटलीस्ट by 5 I should be finishing up my things. So फिर सुबह इतना टाइम नहीं हो पाता जब के लिए. तो it's not an issue. You can continue. We can chant as much as we can. और उसके बाद में then certain other engagements are there. So, but we can plan out. Not an issue. So पहले तो आप कल मेरे साथ 3 बजे उठो पहले, ठीक है? So you.
वो सबसे बड़ा टास्क है माताजी.
Okay. So like that we
Yes,
can.
माताजी.
So, okay, then we will be stopping up. I have certain services today because I said that today we had a home program. So, we have invited certain devotees to our place today. So, I need to go for that thing. So, I think everything is done now. So, we'll take up next shloka tomorrow. और भगवद गीता क्लास आज तो नहीं रहेगा, मैं कल भी नहीं ले पाई थी. तो आज हम लोगों ने एक्चुअली भगवद गीता का 6th चैप्टर स्टार्टअप करना है, तो आज तो नहीं हो पाएगा. एंड आई वाज थिंकिंग टू चेंज द टाइमिंग फॉर भगवद गीता सो दैट ऑल द पीपल कैन कम, because I
Yes,
just don't know
माताजी.
if 1 or 2 people will be there. So maybe in the night time we can give half an hour for Bhagavad Gita, जैसे हम पहले रात को पढ़ा करते थे. So that we can do because it will like more Krishna conscious stuff will be there. तो वो भी हम लोग कर सकते हैं. So if you people agree to that thing, okay? अगर आज तो नहीं है, वो कल ही डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? So अभी के लिए let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, all the symbol devotees ki jai. Thank you so much. Please memorize the shlokas and try to imbibe what we studied and try to practice also. Okay. So thank you so much. See you all tomorrow morning for Bhagavatam. Today there will be no Bhagavad Gita class. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, माताजी.